AirPods Max. I got the silver ones. That's the box. Here they are. When I first saw this, I was like, that looks like a purse. That's terrible. But now that I've had them a few days, it's slick. I dig it. It's a leather case. Pop it open. Boom. They feel super solid. I believe it's aluminum. Chrome ear tips. Mesh headband. They're reasonably heavy. They fold out like that. The ear cups are magnetic. Pop them on, pop them off, so you can easily replace them. There's two buttons. This button is for noise canceling. You hit it once to turn it on or off. Noise canceling mode and transparency mode. They're like wearing open back headphones like the Focals, so I can hear everything in the room. Closed back headphones block off the sound. Something more like these Focal Listen Pros. These are closed back, so when you put them on, you can't hear anyone in the background. I want to give you guys kind of an in-depth review as much as I can from using them for 2 days. Obviously, they're wireless headphones. Right off the bat, if you're using these to produce, you're going to run into a problem right there because they're wireless. Now, they have a lightning adapter where you can plug in an audio cable directly into your interface. That will eliminate any kind of latency. They cost $549. A lot of people have been complaining about that, but look, I'm in a different world. These are pro audio headphones. I'm a producer, so I'm used to spending a lot of money on gear. I don't know why $550 is ridiculous for these, why people think that's a lot. I don't think it's much, because these are high quality headphones. As far as the sound quality goes, they sound great. I mean, for listening to music on my phone or on my laptop wirelessly, they sound incredible. I have a pair of Bose QC35 headphones that I use for traveling, and I never really liked the sound of them too much. The noise canceling was good, so I'd use them on a plane, but I never liked the sound. I tried to cook something up in Ableton on the plane with them, but I just never really liked it. I tested them side to side with these. They sound so much better than the Bose QC35s. I also have the AirPods Pro. These sound way better than the AirPods Pro. But they have the same sonic characteristic as the AirPods Pro. So if you like the AirPods Pro, you're gonna like these. These sound like AirPods Pro on steroids. Super wide soundstage, good highs, good lows. They knock, they sound good, they bump. Listening to music on them casually is great. I have a pair of Focal Alirs right here. High-end headphones. Focal makes the Alirs and the Clear Pros. Clear Pros are like $1,700. These, I think I paid like $600 for them. And I love them. I have 2 pairs to work in one of my home. I was thinking, how would these compare to the Focal Alirs? And how would they compare to the Focal Listen Pros? These are $200 headphones. I listened to these for a few hours, and then I went back to back with the Alirs plugged into my interface. They don't compare. Look, I mean, these sound good for listening and chilling, but these Alirs sound so much better. As far as making mixing decisions, I would not trust these at all. These I would. These have a very good flat frequency response, so I can hear audio and I can really dive into the little details of the audio when I'm mastering. I can know exactly where that hi-hat is sitting in the mix, how much harder I need to push the kick, where the vocal sits. These are amazing for that. Flat frequency response, you can plug in SonarWorks, really go in. So they don't compare. Not a prayer. No frills, no wireless connection on these. They're just big open back headphones that I have plugged into my $1,500 RME ADI2 Pro, which is like a very high-end converter. I had a hope that Apple would get into that territory, and they don't. But I compared them to these $200 Focal Listen Pro headphones. These are wired, closed-back headphones. I mean, look, I personally like the sound of these better than these $200 Focals. I used to use these to mix and produce. These Apple headphones actually, I would say, sound a little bit better. It's hard to tell. These might be a little bit more flat, maybe. I know the frequency response curve isn't perfect on these, but I feel like high end on these Focal Listen Pros are hyped, where these just sound a little more natural to me. These are not flat because they're meant for people who listen to music. And here's the thing, a lot of people are gonna have these. A lot of people have AirPods Pro, so these are a good second reference for me. So to be able to hear what I produce in these, what I mix in these, and then listen back on these later, just for fun, I think it works. These and my AirPods Pro are more my listening headphones and my reference headphones. That gets me to another point. I was thinking, well, would I ever produce in these? The answer is hell yeah. I would absolutely produce music in these. When? There's a lot of times for me, I'm in the studio working. I have these in, I'm making mixing decisions, I'm going in. There's other times I'm kicking it at home in bed, just chilling. I have to bring these headphones into bed. I have to bring this interface into bed, plug it into my laptop, and really dial in. Not anymore. Now I can just wirelessly hook these up, put them on my head, open up Ableton, and work on some stuff. As long as I don't have to play keys or anything like that, I can draw in stuff. I can just cook up. I mean, these are amazing for that. I used to plug in my AirPods Pro sometimes and cook up because they sound decent, and I listen to so much music on them that I kind of can know what it'll generally sound like. You can't get a perfect mix on the AirPods, but you can get it to a certain place because you listen to so much music on them all day long when you have them plugged in. These are going to serve that purpose. The AirPods Max, they sound way better than the Pro and actually way closer to the Focal Elirs. I listen to music on the AirPods Pro and the AirPods Max. The AirPods Max sound way better than the Pro, like by a lot. The Elirs sound better than the AirPods Max as far as mastering goes, but you can tell these sound damn good. I mean, it's not that far off. For detailed listening and mastering, I would never use the AirPods Max. But for making beats casually, I would use these wirelessly if I'm just working on a session, and I would wire it if I have to play some keys or something. And other things, this case, that looks like a purse or a bra or whatever, it's a stylish case and everything. I got used to it, but what's the deal? This isn't protecting it. So when I'm going back and forth between home and the studio, I want to throw these in my backpack. Look at this. This feels like it could get bent or crushed. What's even worse is Apple made this case so it's part of the functionality of these headphones. When you put them in the case, it puts the headphones into low power mode. So you actually need to use these, which is a major disappointment. All that said, most of the time these will stay at home. These will be sitting next to my bed when I want to just quickly make a beat, listen to music, listen to a new album. I mean, they're perfect for that. These are going to be a step up, but these are damn good. I mean, they sound great. And $550 is not cheap, but in this hi-fi world we're in, where we're producing and all that, it's not bad at all. So I don't know what people are talking about. I like them. I really like these headphones. They're super good build quality. Everything feels premium. For listening, my new go-tos.